おかえりなさい、ザックさん。
Well
集
then,
会が
Agent
終わった
York,
ところ
do
から
you
再
have
開
any
です。
plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
チラ見をする。
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
ええやん、
Diner.
陽子行
That
こ
might
う。
be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
もちろんご一緒しましょう。
Mm-hmm.
おう、普通に仕事の同僚っぽい感じ。いいね。
I've been sheriff here for a long time now. And this is the worst murder
ア
I've
メリカの
ever
タイ
seen.
ガーのハンバーガー食べてみたいです。
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much
York,
different from
その
those
質
you've
問
just
は
mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He
やばい。
cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup.
便器。
うん
信長でも性はそ
He
こまで
hated
は。
women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp.
その話をしながら
For
飲む
him,
のを
that
や
was a
めろ。
holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing,
まだあるんですか？
but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from,
い
too.
え、
Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
倫理的にも衛生的にも汚くて、
Not
この世でも
sanitary.
最も食事中に適
That's
していない
probably
話題の
not
一
the
つやな。
problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims.
うわ、放送コード的にもやばそ
Thank
うで
you,
すし、ストップ
Agent
ストッ
York.
プ。
Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part,
勘
too.
弁してくれ。
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. Ugh, I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
お、すっごくわかりやすい話です。納得させられちゃいました。
Well said, Agent
いい
Morgan.
こと言ったな。
We work
よ
day
く改
and
めて
night
見
to
直したら。
preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
でも、それもそうや。簡
Neither.
単に割り切れるもんやない
I
な。
never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna, Here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night then.
エピソード1チャプター7ダイナー。
みんないつも通りに仕事しとるから忘れてたけど、まだ事件からあんまり経ってないし、精神的に来てるんやな。
そうですね、ホテルに戻って事件の整理をしましょう。
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress. First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
それはもちろん。赤いシア。
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
何があ
Knee
った
prints
か
in the
な。
grass, a wood chip with metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
それは折れたピンヒールや。
今カットしました。
That's right.
してないよ。
Broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything? Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach? What do you think she was holding on to?
ピースマークのある丸いやつや。さすがにカツラとは間違えんで。
やっぱりさっき間違えたんですね。
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, the townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking. One of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Oh, and on Emily's back. It was strange to me.
また、そういうこと言う。
Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything.
ああ、違ったんや。
But it
まさにそうだ
did
と思っ
make me
てたで。
feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
まさかの子供の頃に会ってたリメイクフローラパターン
It's
とか。
starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Emily! Lunchtime, Emily!
I'll eat later.
この女の子エミリーさんだったんや。
young
そうなると、おじいさんの方は誰でしょう？
Listen
ハ
to
リ
your
ーさん
mother.
とか。
I want to
も
hear
し
the
そう
rest
だ
of
っ
the
たら死んでる
story.
かな。
Eat your lunch. Then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
お、犬。誰やこいつ。
といったところで今回は終了です。次回からエピソード2に突入しますよ。
今回は今までのまとめって感じやったね。ストーリーガツガツ進めたいけど、サブクエストもたくさんあって、どういう風に進行するか悩んでます。サブクエストも全部見たいとか、重要なやつだけでいいとか、意見ぜひぜひ言ってくれな。ザック・ホッイン、じゃ、また見てな。